Hello everybody and welcome to SRX at Slinger, and as you can see we got the unlucky draw of starting last. Julio Castroneves starts on the pole, 150 laps around this quarter-mile track. Little fun place after I think 25 laps. I don't watch the race. We'll just keep it a consistent lap length across the whole. He's made up. We're in the middle of 3 wide. Now we're going to get to the rear bumper of Willie T. Ribs. We were 10th. We're going to pass Willie T. Ribs and clear him. RNA by Tony Stewart. Heavy braking. The inside lane seems to be the preferred lane. You can't slide up to block Andretti. I believe Andretti won this race, if my memory serves me right. We are just over 2 seconds behind Bobby Labonte. We are slowly but surely moving our way up, as now we're side by side with Luke Fenhouse. And we're going to stay green, but now a caution comes out. That was bad driving by me. See what happened. I think we just made contact and we hit the one of Deegan. Deegan spins out. I don't think anyone else got issue. We have the 4th fastest lap. Ernie Francis Jr. has the fastest lap. He is, whoa. How is that pace car able to go that fast? Interesting. Anyways, Bobby Labonte obviously out front. Ernie Francis Jr. is 4th. If you watch my main channel, you know that was the title sponsor. That's the title sponsor of my NASCAR stop motion series. As looks like the 9 of Bill Elliott gets to the inside of us, and we're gonna go around the outside of him. We're not able to get to the gas as soon as he is. That's because we're diving low. We're going to try to go to the way outside. We're going to cross over Bill Elliott. We're going to give him the bumper into turn 1. Not sure when we went back green. We'll just say it was 3 laps ago. So if we get to 105 to go and we're under green, I'll throw the fun flag. We're over a second behind Andretti at the line. We're going to be pretty close to Fenhouse and Castroneves. Really a really good drive in, not very great drive off. It's fine though. We're going to go outside, see if he can turn down for what? Luke Fenhouse. Oh, almost 3 wide there with Tony Stewart, and it is going to be 3 wide. Oh, Stewart's wrecking. They don't throw the caution. We're in 6th now. And we're coming right up behind the 69 of Greg Biffle. We're going to give him the bumper into turn 3. Here comes Fenhouse to the inside, side by side. We're going to try to get a run around him. We're going to hold him off. Fenhouse got into the SRX because he won the Slinger Nationals, which I think was right before the SRX race. So obviously Tony Stewart, I think he already had to come to pit road. He did a good job driving his way up through the field. He's now 2 laps down. Willie Srx might be lapped by Labonte here soon. Yeah, Labonte, the points leader. Ernie Francis Jr. is somewhat close. It looks like Labonte gained time on him. We're going to be right behind Paul Tracy. And we're going to get to his inside. And try to slide up in front of him. And yet we're going to take that position. Still losing time to Labonte. We're just making do with cars we can pass. We're going to turn down. Try getting around the 69 of Biffle. Really just send it go on the apron. As yeah, it does look like the 17 car of Willie T. Ribs has been lapped. Oh, looks like we're 3 laps to the fun flag. No, we still have good racing. Where we're at. As we're gonna get clear of the 69 car. 2 laps to the fun flag. Let's just not wear out our tires. Because there's no way we're gonna catch the 98 car. Oh no, wait, what happened? Is my grill tape too high? I gotta figure out how to wait. Yep. I gotta get the pit road under the caution.
We're gonna take off some tape. Limit 45. Keep it under 5,500 each second. That's a 13 car. No tires this time, guys. You're too far forward. Back up. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
Dang it. Oh, I tried being way too aggressive on the tape. Didn't notice my car was blowing up. Oh, man. That's pain. That is pain. The green flag is back in the air. Sorry, I must have missed it. As Bobby Labonte out front here. Bill Elliott is a lap down in 9th as only 8 cars are on the lead lap. Willie T. Ribs, Tony Stewart, both lap down. As Luke Fenhouse is able to get the 2nd. Or Stewart trying to get by Willie T. Ribs. Here's Castro Neves and Michael Waltrip is a lap down. Oh no, 3 wide now with Haley Deegan moving up on the inside. I did have the fastest lap of the race. Probably because I put on too much grill tape. I thought 65%, at Slinger would be fine, but nope. 60% you can do at pretty much any track and get away with it. As Bobby Labonte just running away with the race. I think we went back green on lap 48. Hideo Castroneves, I think, is going to get the second. Maybe I'm missing someone. He just ran his fastest lap of the race recently. Yeah, Luke Fenhouse is in second. Sorry. 1.51 seconds the gap between him and Labonte. As, yeah, Tony Stewart is 2 laps down. It does have a pretty fast car. As there's Hideo Castroneves once again ran his fast lap. This 3 car is flying. As Paul Tracy looks to try to take a position from the Biff. Yeah, Michael Waltrip, he's already at the back. Yeah, we saw Haley digging up towards the front, now starting to fall back in 8th. There's Willie T. Ribbs mapped on speed. Bill Elliott, they're just going to be at the back anyways, even though they're left. Then got the restart up towards the front. Looks like he lost it off the turn. You have Marco Andretti currently in 7th. Ernie Francis Jr. in 5th. And now here's the battle for 4th between Helio Castroneves, who was flying earlier, and now Paul Tracy is going to take that position from him as Greg Biffle got the 3rd. As Bobby Labonte starting to lose some time as Luke Fenhouse just ran, I think he just ran the fastest lap. Yes, he just ran the fastest lap of the race on that last lap. And looks like I was really enjoying the race. Got a good racetrack here at Slinger. Now he's going to try to close in on the 14 Tony Stewart. And even with that lap car, he was still able to gain time on the 18. Tony Stewart's supposed to be the best, but it's really Bobby Labonte. There's the 69 car of Greg Biffle. Nice number there that he is sporting. As here comes the 3 car of Helio Castroneves trying to get by his. Ernie Francis Jr. surprisingly struggling, and he was fast earlier in the race, but just falling back. As here comes Castroneves trying to take that spot away from Paul Tracy. And yeah, the outside lane just is not working here at Slinger tonight. It looks like Marco Andretti, excuse me, is going to get by him, and now he's going to look to get by the 3 cars. Looks like Castroneves lost it off the turn. Oh, and now Andretti's lost it. Oh, is there a caution or something? Tony Stewart just totally stopped on the track. There's the pace car. Labonte's still the leader. Fenhouse is close behind him. And Biffle, Castroneves, Tracy, Deegan, Francis Jr., Andretti, Waltrip, Ribbs. I don't know what happened to Tony Stewart. He is out of the race, looks like. Just driving along down the backstretch. He just stops. I don't know what happened. He is on pit road now, getting some service. I will see you for the next green flag. That is Michael Waltrip. Green flag, Labonte gets a jump. Is Waltrip able to hang with him? Yeah, he does. Who's going to get down to the bottom first? Oh, 3 wide with Stewart, Castroneves, and Biffle. It looks like there may have been contact between Stewart and Castroneves. As there's Labonte. He is still in the lead, but he's got the cars on the inside. And Willie T. Ribbs, Michael Waltrip, Bill Elliott passing him. And now Tony Stewart. There's Fenhouse. There's Deegan on the inside, making up a lot of time. Is Deegan going to try to take the lead with the damaged rear end? Haley Deegan takes the lead at Slinger halfway through the race. Oh, caution, I hope. The car spins out, racing back to the line. Looks like Deegan's going to take the yellow flag. And Labonte, Francis, Fenhouse, and Castroneves. Let's see what happened. I think Waltrip may have been involved. No. Or the Bill. I remember seeing Bill Elliott spin. Well, it looks like coming off the turn, he just gets turned by the 14 of Tony Stewart. And they both go down. Bill Elliott slides up. Now I think Elliott will be, he and Willie T. Ribbs are a lap down. And Tony Stewart is 4 laps down. But the 15 has got his lap back. as Haley Deegan is the leader. So all right, coming back to the green flag. Green flag's in the air. Is Deegan going to beat Ribs in the turn one? No, she's not. As here comes the 14. Oh, and he turns the 9. He did it again. He's literally spun out the 9 car twice this race. And no caution, it looks like. As now Bobby Labonte is going to take the lead back from Deegan. Oh, and Deegan can't get down to the bottom in front of Stewart. That may present an opportunity for Luke Fenhouse. Oh, yeah. Fenhouse just rolling it on the bottom. As Bobby Labonte, he's got that clean air. Fenhouse is catching up to that 18 car. If I'm Labonte, I am concerned because that 4 car of Fenhouse is really fast. But now Tony Stewart's going to get to the inside of the 4 car. Now Fenhouse has to go to the outside. But it doesn't look like Francis Jr. is going to get a run, but he still goes to the outside. Fenhouse does. Oh, the 17 just can't control his car at the turn. See, now the 4 is going to be able to get down to the bottom. There's Deegan in 4th. Andretti in 5th. Paul Tracy in 6th. Cashinevas 7th. Waltrip 8th. Biffle 9th. There's Tony Stewart. You know, he's a few laps down, but he's had a few mechanical issues. But he's looking like he has a fast car where he could have headed for a good finish here. Slinger. Ernie Francis Jr. On the bottom, trying to get to the 18 of Labonte as he made up a good amount of time with the fast lap there. 2 car was back in the back earlier in the race. I feel like we've had a lot of comers and goers at the front, except for 1 car. The 18 has been towards the front most of the race. Other than that, it's been a lot of different players up towards the front of the pack. As I believe he did win the pole. As here comes, they're going to ride on board as the 2 of Francis Jr. Watch from the fan cam. Ernie Francis Jr., new leader here at Slinger on lap 98. Deegan, remember, was in the lead. Now he's going to fall back to 6th, maybe 7th now. As, Castroneves spins himself out, and the caution is out. He just loses it and turns himself into Deegan. Let's just see what happens here. Just tries to get the position and just spins out after hitting the 1 car. I'll see you for the green flag. All right. Ernie Francis Jr., your leader. Can he beat Tony Stewart in the turn 1? Green flag. We're back racing at Slinger. Francis Jr. can't get down in front of Tony Stewart, and now Stewart's going to go on the bottom. Remember that 14 car is fast, even though he's 4 laps down. That was due to some mechanical issues. As now contact, Tony Stewart's going to get 1 of his laps back. There's Willie T. Ribbs in 10th. He can't get to the 2 car. And now Marco Andretti is going to get the 2nd. And within 1 second of the leader, there's Haley Deegan. third. And Michael Waltrip's going to take fourth away from Bobby Labonte as Labonte just struggling tonight. After being in the lead, got passed by Francis Jr. Now he's back in fifth. But he's gonna, I can assure you, he will work his way up. There's Paul Tracy, sixth, Fenhouse, and there's Greg Biffle. He was up towards the front earlier in the race, but now is back in ninth. 69 car kind of struggling. As there's the 98 of Marco Andretti and Ernie Francis Jr. As 98 is catching him. Now Andretti's going to go high. I don't know what that was for when the outside lane just does not work. Has not been working at Slinger. Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of time this lap to Ernie. As you had Tony Stewart now, he just ran the fastest lap of the race. 11.674. I'm still fifth. Let's see where I fall at the end of the night. Oh, what could have been. Lap 130 is when we throw the fun flag if needed. As there's Bobby Labonte. He's made his way up to third. Now he's probably going to try to get second from Andretti and the lead from Francis Jr. Well, Andretti was catching Francis Jr. until he went high that one turn. And now he is losing time both to the leader and to the car behind him. Yeah, if you can roll it in on the bottom, that works really well for you. There's Fenhouse in fourth. Castroneves fifth. And now Willie T-Ribs going to try to take sixth place from Paul Tracy. Biffle has made his way up to seventh. He was ninth, the lowest. Michael Waltrip on the lead lap. He's eighth. There's Deegan in ninth. Tony Stewart currently 12th, but 4 laps down. He would need a lot of cautions and some good speed to have any sort of contention for a finish higher than that. There's Ernie Francis Jr. Stalled out his lead, and now Bobby Labonte isn't catching the 98 anymore, and Luke Fenhouse, as I was showing that, gets right by him. This has been some great racing at Slinger. I think I may just do a actual cup sim race with the 2021 roster here. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see that. I don't know. Probably no one's watching at this point. Fenhouse is coming up, charging up towards the field. He might use the fun flag. I think he had a nearly identical lap time with the leader. Yeah, Labonte's just kind of stalled out at 1.7 seconds. Still a bit far away. There's the rearview mirror, as you can see, the 98 of Andretti. We'll ride on board with him until they throw the fun flag on the next lap. All right, let's throw the fun flag. See there. Okay, so fun flag affects Ernie Francis Jr. There's the pace car. I don't see any. There's the running order. As the pace car just is lightning fast. I'll see you for the green flag. We've gone back green here. I don't know when, but I missed it. As Ernie Francis Jr. is your leader. Tony Stewart's up to second in the running order, but he's 4 laps down, so he's really 12th. Castro Neves is actually second, but he is far behind the 2-car, as Ernie Francis Jr. has just checked out 1.55 seconds. As Bobby Labonte just passed Greg Biffle. Biffle was up to third, but now he's really falling back. He's up to the third now, and now he's going to try to pass Castro Neves. We're green to the end, and with less than 10 laps to go, I don't think Labonte's going to be able to catch. Well, he made up about 0.2 of a second on Ernie Francis Jr., but there is the 14 car of Tony Stewart in between them. He may have a little bit of time as Fenhouse gets to third, but here comes the 98 of Marco Andretti. Tries to get to the inside of the 4-car. Fenhouse isn't budging, but now he's going to get to his inside. Looks like he's going to make the pass. Labonte's running a bit lower than the points leader. Oh, but he lost a bit of time there. Points leader trying to get another win here. You know, that would help him. Paul Tracy up to 4th. That'd be a good finish for that 13 team. As Fenhouse has fallen back, and now he's under fire from the Biff. There's Haley Deegan. Led a few laps tonight. Gets by the 3-car of Castro Neves. Yeah, 2.43 seconds back. Labonte's not catching Ernie Francis Jr. as Ernie Francis Jr. has just checked out on the field tonight, boys. 3 laps to go. See if there's any battles. Paul Tracy, I think, might be able to get third from Andretti. Here he comes to the inside. Andretti loses it a little bit, almost comes down and almost gets turned by Paul Tracy. Now Paul Tracy's going to clear him. And here's Ernie Francis Jr. just coming to the white flag. The laps really fly by here. 1 lap to go at Slinger. Ernie Francis Jr., your leader. And Ernie Francis Jr. through turns 3 and 4 is going to win the SRX at Slinger. Labonte second, Paul Tracy third, Andretti, then Deegan, Fenhouse, Castro Neves beats Biffle at the line, and then Michael Waltrip last car on the lead lap. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. You can see the results here. I'll show you the point standings, and maybe I'll do a cup race here, just simming that. All right, so here are the point standings right now. As you see, only 5 drivers have completed every race. 3 drivers have gotten top 10 in each race. Not hard when there's only 13 cars. You have Labonte, Francis, and Waltrip. Bobby Labonte has gotten a top 5 in each race still. Ernie Francis Jr. has led the most laps, and these 3 have each led laps in 3 races. That's Francis Jr.'s first win of the season. He's only 17 points behind Labonte in the game format. So my guess is that it's going to come down to those 2. I don't think, Castro Neves is too far behind. 17 points, that can easily be made up, but he's going to need to run about, really just 4 or 5 positions ahead of Labonte, and lead laps. So we'll see how that goes. I'll see you for the actual points. So here's the point standings. Obviously, Bobby Labonte has just a 9-point lead over Ernie Francis Jr. So basically, if Ernie Francis Jr. wins, that scores him 25 points. And then Bobby Labonte would need, that would mean that Bobby Labonte would finish need to finish with 16 points, which I believe is 5th on 22, 20. Yeah, it would be 5th. Otherwise, Ernie Francis Jr. needs to finish 5 spots ahead of Labonte. If Labonte finishes last, and Ernie Francis Jr. finishes in, 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th. And he finishes, I think, 8th. That will also result in a tie. So, yeah, basically that's how that's going to work for the championship. We fall into 7th. But we are only 3 points behind Michael Waltrip, so we can easily make that points gap up. Diga and Kanata are at a total of 56. Then the ringers right now, well, I'm not gonna add that up. I'm just ready to be done. So goodbye. I'll see you in the next race. That next race is going to be at the Nashville Fairgrounds. I'll see you then.